Hi, everyone. I am Chris O'Connor, and I am your chairperson for a State of Search conference here in October 24th and 25th at the Renaissance Hotel in Richardson, Texas, which is right outside of Dallas. And we are going around and chatting with all of our speakers that are coming to the event. So you know why you need to show up at the event or in person or virtual. And we have Julie Jones today, and I'm really excited because I think this is something that's coming down the pipeline, and we all need to know how to use this process. So, Julie, introduce yourself and tell us what you're going to talk about at State of Search.
Yeah, so I am Julie Jones. Right now, I work in marketing analytics, and one of my passions is Google Analytics and teaching people more about website analytics. So, my session at State of Search is uncovering never before seen insights with GA4. And I am absolutely pumped to be speaking. GA4, I think for a lot of people was the end of the world. And it was for me for a little bit. And then I realized that it's not the end of the world. It's actually so much better. And in my session, I'm going to show you why you're going to get excited about this tool too, and why you're going to say, why didn't I get GA4 sooner?
It is intimidating. I will say that because I look at it and I'm like, there is just too much information for my little brain to figure it out. And, I think we're all used to it. It's kind of like when Google changes things, it's very hard for people to get on board because it's something new and something scary, and we don't know what it all does. And I'm going to tell you, everybody, Julie is a phenomenal teacher. If you have not heard her speak and if you've not learned from her, you are going to take so many things home or to your office or wherever it is that you work. You need to attend State of Search. And don't worry, if you didn't see your session and you joined State of Search, all of it's being recorded, so you get to watch it over and over and over again until you get it. So, Julie, why is GA4 important?
GA4 is super important, one, because your old analytics is completely going away. But more importantly, this allows us to be smarter marketers. We were never allowed to be this smart with Google Analytics. And now what we can do is we can see insight into the whole customer journey. So I'll give you an example. In Google Analytics, as we have it right now, you can see the source and the medium that brought somebody to your website, which is really useful. But GA4 takes that to a whole different level. And GA4 says, okay, well, we understand what got someone to your website in that particular session, but what got them even interested in you in the first place? So you have what's called a user source in Medium and then a traffic source in Medium. And so you can tell what's really driving new people to your website, but then what's helping convert them along the journey. And Google Analytics 4 also has other fun journey stuff. So for example, in old Google Analytics, we were only able to see a funnel if we implemented enhanced e-commerce. Well, not many people have e-commerce on their website, but they still might want to see a funnel. For example, if you've got a form that's multiple steps, how are people dropping off through that? And what Google Analytics 4 does is it enables that funnel-like technology for everybody. And even cooler, let's say that you were already pretty advanced, you had an e-commerce site, but even in old Google Analytics, you couldn't tell the time that was spent on each site. With Google Analytics 4, you can see that time on each site, and you can further segment that data. So how do people drop off the funnel in Fort Worth as opposed to Dallas, as opposed to Chicago? Now you have that information that you were never able to see before.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you're giving me the chills just thinking about it. I wish State of Search was tomorrow because I want to learn this. I want to see this. It is so true because those forms, you do lose people along the way because sometimes they're too complicated, right? So
Right?
now you can simplify it. You can figure out what the problem is, problem solved, more clients, more customers, more purchases, right? Wow.
Exactly.
Awesome. Okay. Don't give away the store, Julie. Don't tell them everything. Anyways, I want to invite you all to State of Search, October 24th and through the 25th. It's a 2-day conference at the Renaissance Hotel in Richardson. And if you want to find out more information, go to stateofsearch.org. Julie, I have 2 last quick questions for you.
Yes.
One's kind of a funny one. One's a little serious. No, I wouldn't call it serious. All right. What's your favorite fast food?
My favorite fast food, I'm not really a fast food person, but if I had to choose, I would choose McDonald's because I love me a McFlurry and an Egg McMuffin. And it is my go-to anytime I'm stranded at the airport.
Yep. Aren't they the best? I love the McFlurries too. And what's your favorite?
M&M.
I'm a Butterfinger.
Mm.
We're telling our secrets. Okay, so the last question before we have to go is, who do you feel is let me go back to my phone. Who do you think is the up and coming digital marketer that we need to follow?
Oh, if you're trying to get on board with GA4, follow Charles Farina. The guy knows things before anybody else, and I wish I had followed him sooner.
Wow, that's great tidbit. Thank you, Julie. Well,
Absolutely.
anyways, we hope you all join us at State of Search this year. And don't forget to go register in person or virtual. Everything's going to be recorded, so you get to watch it over and over again. We'll see you soon.